Ah! Yeah!
Yeah! Ha ha!
How do you feel? Can you move? Slowly now. You've been through an ordeal. Take a few moments to collect yourself. Like you, I am a prisoner in this place, yet so much more. I am the past and the future, both. I am despair and hope. The tapestry we weave is a complex one. You cannot hope to see its pattern in its entirety. No. You must rescue me, and I, in turn, must rescue you. You must escape from this cell, take up arms, and protect yourself. Then find Lyris Titan.
You there! We are escaping. Let me open your door. That's it! Quickly! You must escape before the guards return!
Quickly, follow Urgesine. There are weapons in the forge beyond these cells. Arm yourself.
Grab something to defend yourself from the rats. Don't be greedy. We have a lot of prisoners to arm.
An enemy approaches. Strike it down. Do not slow the passage. With the passing of time, any indecision becomes decision. blocks the path ahead. Dispatch it quickly.
Whoa there! Are you all right? I heard fighting. You got more meat on your bones than most of these poor bastards, and I see you've armed yourself. Good. I hope you've still got some fight left in you. You're going to need it. A fellow prisoner. The name's Lyris. What? Who told you to find me? The Prophet. He spoke to you? Ha. That sounds like the Prophet, all right. He's a prisoner here, too. It was very dangerous for him to speak to you, even for a moment. You must think you can help me. Break him out, of course. Believe me, I can use all the help I can get. That blind old man is the only person alive who can help us get back home. Tamri, keep your weapon ready and stay sharp. This place is full of surprises. I'm sure you do. And I'll answer them as best I can. He's a strange one, no doubt about it. But he's the wisest man I've ever met. He sees things. Past, future. If he told you to find me, he must have had a very good reason. You're obviously not in Tamriel anymore. Think of the most miserable, depressing place you've ever been in your life. That's paradise compared to Cold Harbor. And to top it off, well, there's no easy way to say it. You're dead. I don't know. Once we rescue the Prophet, he can tell you about the gods and the ways of Oblivion. I don't understand any of it myself. We need to make our way through the Ashen Mines to get to the enclosure where the Prophet's being held. It won't be easy. The place is watched by magical constructs called Sentinels. We won't stand a chance unless we can blind them. I'll tell you more when we get there. The Ashen Mines are dangerous, but they aren't as heavily patrolled as the other routes out of the prison.
Lyris Titanborn is a mighty and noble warrior. Trust in her. Courage, Vestige. Confidence is a beast that grows two heads for each that is cut off. Lose heart, Vestige. You are close now.
We made it. The Sentinels are at the top of those towers. We need to find a way up. Magical constructs created by Molag Bal to guide his vision in Cold Harbor. I've no idea. Brute force? Quickly! While he's blinded, we must get to the Prophet's cell.
The god of brutality knows of your escape. Hurry!
The door's warded. We'll never get in this way. Damn it! Destroying the Sentinel must have triggered these wards. We'll need to find another way in. Cadwell is the oldest of the Soul Shriven. After years of torment, Soul Shriven usually go insane and turn feral. But not Cadwell. Cadwell sees things as he wishes them to be. To him, Cold Harbor is a wondrous place. It's his home.
Does nobody care?
One fine day in the middle of the night. Hello, what's this? Out for a stroll then? Lovely day for it. Sir Cadwell, yes, indeed, a pleasure. And oh dear, well that is inconvenient, isn't it? Tell you what, I happen to know another way in. Much more of a scenic route. Rather a fun little jaunt, actually, full of traps and corpses, rather cautiously, I expect. Watch your step. hold your nose, and do mind the traps. There'll like as not be a fair dose of running and skull. Follow the river. You'll find the door to the Undercroft at the water's end. Once you're inside, stick to the light, and you'll find a ladder that will take you right. Best of luck. Do check in now and again, won't you?
Well played, friend. Marquez Beard, you are good in a fight. The Prophet's cage should be just ahead. Quickly now, we haven't much time. All right. The good news is we made it here in one piece, and the Prophet looks unharmed. Now the bad news. It's going to be up to you to keep him... I probably should have mentioned this before, but it never seemed like the right time. There's a trick to opening the cell. The only way for a prisoner to leave is for another living soul to take their... Believe me, I wish there was, but... I don't see anyone else here with a beating heart, do you? If Molag Bal isn't stopped, he'll destroy everyone and everything we've ever loved. The Prophet chose you for a reason. There are magical locking devices on either side of the cage. We need to deactivate both of them so I can begin the transfer. Once it's done, get moving. The Prophet will know where to go. myself that the Prophet might be free!
Thank the divines you are safe. There is that at least. There is sacrificed everything. I wish that were possible. But I promise you, once we escape Cold Harbor, we will find a way to rescue her together, Vestige. That is the name I have given you. You are but a trace of your former self, a soulless one, an empty vessel. That is what I've come to be called. My true name is lost even to me. Years of torment have taken their toll. Quickly now, we must make haste to the anchor. The anchors are Daedric machines of the darkest magic. Their chains bind our world and pull it towards Cold Harbor. I can use one of these anchors to return us to Tamriel, but you...
The insects fight back. How amusing! And yet, so very sad.
Come, I will protect you.
The insects fight back. How amusing! And yet, so very sad.
Come, I will protect you. The Dark Anchor's portal is high above us. I will prepare a spell to lift us to it. But first you must reattune yourself to Nern in order to regain your physical form. To do this, a shard of ethereal magicka that carries the essence of Nern, some linked to Lorcan, the missing god of creation. If you collect and absorb its power, it should restore your corporeal. Shard of Aetherius, fall upon us now and anoint us with your blessing. There, quickly, collect the Sky Shard. It is time. If we are to return to our own realm, we must act quickly. First, you must activate the anchor. I can sense the dark energy emanating from 2 devices on either side of me. Activate both devices. There is no way to know for sure. In fact, it's extremely unlikely we will both arrive at the same location. Great Akatosh, dragon god of time, your children are lost in the fog between worlds. They cry out for mercy. Hear my voice, Akatosh. I require your strength. Let the way be opened. Let these wandering souls return home. Let the will of Moloch Baal be denied. Hurry! We must go now! Let these wandering souls return home. Let the will of Moloch Baal be denied. Hurry! We must go now! The vestige awakens once again. Come here. We must speak. As I feared, we arrived in different locations. I am in a city near the sea, in a land of eternal spring. The air smells of the ocean and of markets and gardens. It matters not. You have awakened once again, and we must set you on your path. The voyage between worlds was both chaotic and violent. It deposited us in Tamriel, but some distance apart, and quite unceremoniously upon our heads. I lost consciousness myself for a time. For the time being, your journey must continue without me. Venture outside, explore this new place, and learn what you can. Expose the agents of Moloch. I cannot foresee that, not yet. But we will meet again. There is still much we need to accomplish. Remember, the agents of Moloch are everywhere. Tread carefully.
You're looking much better than last night.